Okay. Congratulations, Beulah Heights, on your 100th anniversary. That's terrific. This is a special day for you, I know. Pastor Trent, it's a privilege to greet you and your congregation on this special day. I really feel like we're partners in ministry already, because when COVID hit and it made it difficult for congregations to gather for Sunday school and for worship, I think Beulah Heights was the first church to adopt our adult Sunday school class, the Acts class, as a virtual Sunday school option. And that meant a lot to us. We really appreciate the opportunity to partner with you that way. And I appreciate the opportunity to share, at least long distance, in this special day for you. I'm bringing you greetings from Freedom's Hill Church today. This is the oldest Wesleyan church in the South, relocated here on our campus about 20 years ago, and serving our students and our faculty, keeping the history of the church alive for us. So, in a sense, greetings from one historic church to another historic church today. Freedom's Hill was never a large congregation. They began as 40 anti-slavery Christians in the South who asked the Wesleyan Church to send them an anti-slavery pastor. And so Adam Crooks came from Ohio, 23 years of age. His first lead pastor appointment was an abolitionist church in the South in the days before the Civil War. That's a difficult assignment. And the first thing they did as a congregation was to build their own church. No one would help them. They had to build it themselves. I wish you could be here. I wish you could sit on these pews, hand-hewn pews that they made. The original pews still here. I wish you could walk on these wide plank floors that they put together. I wish you could see the bullet holes in the door. Bullet holes that greeted them every Sunday morning when they came to church. Bullet holes put there as a reminder, you're not welcome here, and your message isn't welcome here. Well, their message was the gospel. The gospel that said Christ came to bring freedom for the sinner, yes, but when holiness is applied to life, it means freedom for the slave, too. That message got them in a lot of trouble. The pastor was thrown into jail. A member of the church was lynched, a white member. Freedom's Hill was the subject of legal action in Forsyth County and Guilford County, where Winston-Salem and Greensboro and High Point are today, taking away freedom of speech for the Wesleyans because they didn't like what they had to say. The Wesleyan Church paid a price to bring the gospel to the South in those days before the Civil War, and Freedom's Hill makes that come alive. I wish you could see it. You know, the interesting thing to me is that when Beulah Heights opened its doors for the first time, 1921, a congregation was still worshiping in this building at Snow Camp, North Carolina, between Burlington and Asheboro, North Carolina, its original location. Freedom's Hill was still one of the churches on the district when Beulah Heights was opened in 1921. And when the Freedom's Hill congregation built a new church, a more comfortable and more spacious church, by the providence of God, they did not tear this one down. So we still have it today. It stands as a reminder to us of what the gospel really means and their courage in preaching and teaching it. Well, come to Southern Wesleyan and you can stand in this pulpit too. It's an honor to stand where Adam Crooks stood to preach the gospel. But you know what that makes me think? I wonder what Adam Crooks would say if he were standing in your pulpit or our pulpit today. There's a phrase that he kept using in his journal. The phrase was, "Can you give your life for the cause?" He meant it literally. His life was in danger. Ambushes were set for him. They didn't work. He was poisoned twice, once by a false friend who said, "Your life's in danger, come stay with me." He didn't know every day if he would live to see the next day. And so he wrote that reminder to himself, can you give your life? And the answer for him was, yes, if needed, I can. Well, we have to answer the same question today, don't we? Can you give your life? Can I give my life for the sake of the gospel? For us, it probably doesn't mean literal death. What it means is full submission to the will of God. Can I give my life to him in entire sanctification? Can I surrender to his will and his way in my life? If I can, if I will, and if you will, then the message of Freedom's Hill still continues to proclaim the gospel for us today. My prayer for you on this great day, this 100th anniversary, this Centennial celebration, is that the Spirit of Freedom's Hill, which is the Holy Spirit, will continue to energize and motivate you at Beulah Heights, as I pray it will us at Alive Wesleyan here in Central as well. God bless you all.